In the grand orchestra of anti-aging molecules, the indoles are like the shy violinists you never noticed until you realize they've been carrying the entire melody. These small, aromatic compounds, derived largely from tryptophan metabolism by your gut bacteria, are now stepping into the spotlight thanks to their remarkable ability to travel through the bloodstream and pull the strings on inflammation, oxidative stress, and tissue repair. Their names may sound like something out of a chemistry exam. Indole 3, propionic acid; indoxyl sulfate; indole 3, acetic acid. But don't let the jargon fool you. These are some of the most underestimated players in the anti-aging game. Let's start with their structure. Indoles are basically a 6-membered benzene ring fused to a 5-membered nitrogen-containing pyrrole ring. That configuration makes them both biologically sticky and chemically persuasive. They can dock with multiple receptors, slip through membranes, and alter gene expression with the finesse of seasoned molecular diplomats. Some are produced by your own liver and kidneys, while others originate from the gut's microbial nightlife, especially from species like Clostridium, Bacteroides, and Lactobacillus, who seem to treat tryptophan not as an amino acid, but as raw material for biochemical poetry. One of the most intriguing things about indole metabolites is their role in regulating oxidative stress. This is the slow, cellular rusting process that underlies everything from wrinkles to dementia. Certain indoles, like indole 3 propionic acid (IPA), have been shown to act as potent antioxidants. Unlike your standard vitamin C or E, IPA isn't just scrubbing up free radicals, it's also calming the immune system and signaling genes to dial down the production of reactive oxygen species in the first place. It's the molecular equivalent of putting out a fire and teaching everyone not to play with matches. Indoles are also deeply involved in skin health, particularly collagen synthesis and maintenance. Collagen, as you know, is the fibrous protein that keeps skin springy, joints cushiony, and internal organs respectfully scaffolded. Some indoles interact with the aryl hydrocarbon receptor, AHR, a molecular switchboard that governs detoxification, skin barrier function, and cellular renewal. While activation of AHR is a double-edged sword, it can be protective or destructive depending on the context. Many indoles seem to hit the sweet spot, promoting barrier integrity and reducing inflammatory signals that degrade collagen. The right balance of indole metabolites might be the difference between resilient skin and that "why do I suddenly look like a paper lantern" moment at 45. But their powers don't stop at the dermis. Indoles have systemic anti-inflammatory effects that are startling in both scope and subtlety. By modulating pathways like NF-B and NRF2, they reduce the kind of chronic, low-grade inflammation often called inflammaging. That's the slow-burning immune activity that contributes to everything from heart disease to Alzheimer's to insulin resistance. Unlike blunt immunosuppressants, indoles act like peacekeepers, reining in unnecessary immune aggression while still letting your body respond to real threats. It's immunological diplomacy at its finest. There's also emerging evidence that indole metabolites can influence brain health through the gut-brain axis. They've been found to modulate serotonin levels, protect neurons from oxidative stress, and even help maintain blood-brain barrier integrity. In mouse models, increased levels of certain indoles were associated with improved cognitive function, reduced neuroinflammation, and, you guessed it, greater resistance to age-related decline. It's no stretch to think of them as molecular therapists floating around your bloodstream whispering, "You're safe, the world isn't ending, go build some synapses." And if all this isn't already impressive, there's the fact that indoles may help regulate metabolic homeostasis. By influencing pathways involved in fat metabolism and insulin sensitivity, they offer another avenue through which they may help delay or blunt the metabolic consequences of aging. Some act on the gut lining to reduce permeability, aka leaky gut, while others enhance short-chain fatty acid production, further strengthening intestinal integrity and lowering systemic inflammation. The big mystery, of course, is how to increase your levels of the good indoles without tipping the balance toward harmful ones like indoxyl sulfate, which is associated with kidney damage and cardiovascular risk. The answer likely lies in a combination of diet, microbiome health, and possibly future pharmacological tweaks. Eating fiber-rich foods, especially those with resistant starches and polyphenol, seems to encourage beneficial indole production. Fermented foods may help too, as might prebiotics that feed the right gut bugs. Future supplements might include stabilized forms of IPA or novel indole analogs designed to mimic their benefits without the baggage. So while indoles are still the supporting cast of the anti-aging story, their role is growing louder and more defined. They regulate our internal thermostat for inflammation, oxidation, mood, skin quality, and even cognition. They are subtle, systemic, and surprisingly powerful, a kind of biochemical jazz, improvising in real time to keep your cells from aging too loudly. If youth had a scent, it might just smell faintly of indole.